By the time this video is released, it might be officially confirmed that Suzuki are leaving MotoGP at the end of 2022, or it might be radio silence from the Hamamatsu factory. But one thing is for sure, their riders Aleix Rins and Joan Mir will be looking for other rides for 2023 and beyond. The question is, where is available? Let's take a closer look. The imminent news that Suzuki will be pulling out of MotoGP at the end of the 2022 season sent shockwaves through the MotoGP paddock. And it was really harsh and unfair on the hard-working staff that make up Team Suzuki Ecstar. Suzuki did the exact same in 2011 when they announced they were pulling out of MotoGP at the end of the 2011 season. It is clear that Suzuki's hierarchy don't see the value of having a MotoGP team, as they have done this twice now. And for a reputational standpoint, if they tried to come back to MotoGP in the future, who can trust them? Joan Mir's management have clearly stated that they were close to signing his extension deal with the team, and it was set to be announced over the weekends of either the French Grand Prix or the Italian Grand Prix. But this clearly isn't going to happen now. So, where will Mir end up? There's been a lot of talk in the press that Mir will end up alongside Marc Marquez at Repsol Honda in 2023. And like we have mentioned in previous videos, Honda and Livio Suppo tried to sign Mir at the back end of 2017 for the 2019 season. But they went with Jorge Lorenzo instead for 2019, and that didn't go exactly to plan. Personally, I think it's a great opportunity for Repsol to have two of the best MotoGP riders on their team. And I'm sure it's something that all MotoGP fans would love to see, Marc Marquez versus Joan Mir. It'd be an interesting dynamic to see how Mir would adapt to the Honda. His riding style is very aggressive, and yeah, it would be interesting to see how him and Marquez would match against each other. I think it is the most likely landing spot for Joan Mir, as there have been reports already that Aleix Espargaro has been told by Honda that he'll not be renewed for 2023. Is there anywhere else that Mir could really end up? Well, not really. If there was some sort of miracle and Ducati decided to place him alongside Bagnaia at the factory team, that would be the only option that he would have. But that isn't going to happen, as they have other priorities lined up with Jorge Martin and Bastianini, Jack Miller. They need to get that situation sorted first. So I can only see Joan Mir ending up at Repsol Honda alongside Marc Marquez for 2023 and beyond. Now let's get to his teammate Aleix Rins. We've seen a resurgent Rins in 2022 after his terrible 2021 season. There was talk of Rins getting replaced at Suzuki at the end of this season, but Livio Suppo made it clear that keeping Rins and Mir was the priority. But the fact is, that seat won't be there anymore for him at the end of the year, and it creates an interesting route for Rins. The team I think he could most likely go for, and it could be possible, is the second seat at Aprilia alongside Aleix Espargaro. The noises from Maverick Vinales are sounding all too familiar regarding the Aprilia and how he doesn't feel like it's the bike for him. When you look at the results that Espargaro is having on the Aprilia, it's a stark difference. We know how this story usually ends with Maverick, so Rins could find himself in a spot where he'd end up being teammates alongside Aleix. And with that sweet handling RSGP, I think it would be a nice transition for him, as he's only rode the Suzuki in MotoGP. And the characteristics of the Aprilia and Suzuki in terms of handling are very similar. Is there anywhere else Rins could go? Unless Yamaha break off their ties with Morbidelli and end his contract early, there isn't going to be a factory seat that will be available for Rins unless that happens. There is talk that there is a satellite Aprilia team in place of Suzuki's spot for 2023, so maybe that could potentially be another spot for Rins. But it's still so early in this process for us to speak about this becoming a possibility. Let us know in the comments below what you think of the Suzuki situation. We'd love to hear your thoughts, and don't forget to like this video and make sure to subscribe to Crash MotoGP for more content.